What's up, guys? Boy here. Today we're doing another video. Today we're taking a look at the U.S. Army OCP. Let's begin. Now, do you remember last time I mentioned about the UCP pattern? Yeah, this was actually considered to be the camo for the U.S. Army. But since they decided to reject this and actually gone for brush over, rather the brush over desert type, which, you know, that was the ultimate winner, but decided to reject that one and turn it to UCP, well, there's actually kind of what happened. So multicam have actually decided to, crye precision. They decided to say, like, okay, we're just going to make that available for people to buy. And it actually was used for naval EODs, some of the Air Force, and some of these special operations, which you could probably know what happened. And you can definitely see from. So the U.S. Army decided to say, "Oh no, we need to make a better camo after the disasters that was the UCP. UCP Delta was kind of like the more that compensation type, but so they decided to retry this again and decided to say, "Yep, this would be the one we're picking." But crye precision, on the other hand, now even though they won, they actually, because of copyright reasons, and decided to, and unfortunately couldn't do it because of like the 2014 like Defense Act, since they can't even make like more camos for considerably more of a fashion statement than really like actual usage. So they decided to go for the more previous camo, which is Scorpion OC, and decided to change this into, for what we got today, OCP. Now, I was considered calling this multicam, but this is more likely to be the OCP variant. And all over the world, like United Kingdom for the NTP, and a lot of other places would have this particular camo, or rather this particular camo pattern. There's Australia for the more of the bluer version, the dark blue variant. Yeah, kind of a really weird for the NW Type 1. But, so, let's talk about the pattern itself. Okay, talk about the pattern. This one's it has darker tan, kind of a cream there, dark red, see a darker green, darker tan, and some of them could actually have some of the dark green faded to a little bit of a tan there, and some of the dark brown, or rather brown to turn into like a darker brown. Oh, there's a good example, like see this right here? Sometimes it will fade into a darker brown. And kind of do the same thing with this one. So, a little bit of a darker tannish green style. Now, let's get to the top piece first. Okay, now this is kind of more that ACU style, having like a Mandarin collar. Having a 3 velcros attached to this, and a zipper to it. And here's what the size looks like. And of course, here is so this is one right here is the perimeter insect guard insect repellent appeal. So that's kind of what it is. Warcraft ink. Let's see. This one's probably also flame resistant, and this one's from 2012. And this one right here is also the Coat Army Combat Uniform. Flame resistant, 12. So this one's from 2012. And this one's made out of 65% FR nylon, 25 para-aramid, and 10% nylon. So that's kind of what it was made from. There's also like the slant pockets, which have Velcro, secured with Velcro. Rather for like access when you're like wearing a body armor. Rather on the chest, on top of the chest side. And there you can actually get the name tag and of course what branch it is, or rather the other way around. You know, both sides, this one's also kind of another change about it is the IR tab. You can actually do it that way or on top. This is also secured with the Velcro with a tiny pocket inside. Rather on both sides of it. And this one also have like a Velcro for like probably some knee pad pieces. Knee pad inserts if I can get the thing out. There. For like knee pad like inserts there. And on the back of it, that's all of it. Now let's get to the pants itself. Now, pants itself, now inside the pants itself, here's what the specific size it is. And here is also the little tag for this one. It's kind of the same thing. This one's from 10. And this one's made of 65% FR rayon, 25% of para-aramid, and 10% nylon. So this is what it looks like. Of course, there's the entire zippers consists of 4 buttons, a belt loop for your belt, and of course a drawstring for the waist adjustment. Also, again, this is also have another thing for things like the little bit of a little pad for the little knee padding on that. And here's some ankle strings to tighten up the ankles. Now, these actually have 2 pockets, which it also is secured with a button instead of a Velcro. 2 buttons. And there's 2 sides. We'll have these 2 right here. Also secured with a Velcro. They're small to it. But on the back side of it, there's also is the cheek pockets secured with a buttons. And and also have small pockets in here, normal pockets. So let's test these bad boys out. So you could definitely know that since this is a now became more of a permanent and current piece, this one's actually pretty effective at the same time too. Now, during the entirety of, well, due to the entire mistake that was the UCP, it actually became into, like, kind of surprising about it here that's just like, we rejected this first and now we decided to use it because the major backlash of the UCP, which is kind of rather hilarious at the same time. It's also kind of just like, ooh, that's kind of a wasteful thing to do. But on the other hand, I think this one's a pretty good piece of all things. And I think it's widely available. So I'm giving the OCP an astounding of, let's see, like a 9 out of 10. Now, it is a little expensive, but that's fine, all right, to it. So that wraps up of the OCP pattern. I'm Artillboy, and I'm signing out. I see you guys next time.